Now, where did I go? The words constitute of faith is not limited to what is generally accepted as good words. So now we're talking about rhetoric, things that we say. So the Sheikh says the words constituent of faith is not limited to what is generally accepted as good words, such as telling the truth. So anywhere you go in the world, if you see a Buddhist or an atheist or a Hindu, and they're just saying the truth, telling the truth, they're speaking kindly to one's parents, they're greeting people, showing the way to anyone who is lost, etc. These are matters that everyone loves, including disbelievers who deny Allah's existence. So does this fall under the category of Iman when it comes to rhetoric and the actions of the tongue? The answer is no. What is meant by the words are those words that are special to the message of our Prophet ﷺ. The most important of these are the declaration of Allah's oneness and that the Prophet ﷺ is his messenger, and the glorification of God, which is known as dhikr. So what we say with our tongues counts as part of Iman. And if we refrain from saying it willingly, though we have the conviction of the heart, the saying and action of the heart, though we seem to be praying like everybody else, if we willingly and intentionally refrain from saying the word, then we are not believers. We don't have faith. And this is why it is a must that a person announces his Islam through verbally and loudly declaring the Shahada. If a man comes to an Islamic center and says, "Hi, I'm a Muslim," and the head of the Islamic center says, "Oh, mashallah, what were you before?" He said, "I was a Christian, I was a Jew, I was an atheist, but now I'm a Muslim." So the Imam says to him, "So do you believe that there's no God except Allah, worthy of being worshipped, and that Muhammad is his prophet and messenger and servant?" He says, "Yep, I believe." He's not a Muslim yet. He has to say the words. So if we say to him, "Say, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh," he says, "No, I said it yesterday. Why would I say it again? I pray with you, I believe in the Quran, I believe in Allah, I believe in everything." He says, "Okay, say it." So no, I don't have to say it. I've said it yesterday. And I always say it in my salah. This guy is not a Muslim. Why? Because he failed in saying what the Shahada is announced by, his Islam is declared by. So, and also, when we come to actions, we find people doing a lot of humanitarian work in Africa, in Burma, in Somalia, in all these places that they need humanitarian works. But they're not Muslims. Sometimes you go to the depth of jungles of Africa and you find missionaries, 20 years, 30 years spending there teaching the people how to take care of themselves, how to document their languages. They're not Muslims. They've done great deeds for humanity, for these people. They've documented their language, which was never written before. they've helped them medically, etc. All of this is good. However, according to Islam, this is not the specific deeds that Islam requires. The book says, nor is the action constituent limited to general good actions, such as dutifulness to one's parents, removing harmful objects from people's way, feeding the poor and the needy, supporting those suffering injustice, being hospitable to one's guests, and so on. Again, people love such actions, regardless of whatever or whether they are believers or not. What is meant in Iman when we say that we have to have our actions verifying our beliefs and what we say, it says, what is meant here is the sort of action that the Prophet ﷺ particularly outlined, such as prayer, zakat, fasting, pilgrimage. These are actions related to Islam. If you pick and choose actions that are generally accepted by all and refuse to do the things that you were commanded to do in Islam, your Iman is not valid.